And this is where I smile to myself, because we get into these terminologies, and I'll talk about terminology. Sometimes I forget what I mentioned here, and like whether I said these things here or not. The term revert, right? The term revert, I personally, I find it offensive. I don't like the term revert, right? Because the term revert means that you were something, you left it, and then came back again, right? And I personally, I've never apostated from Islam. I never left Islam and came back to Islam, right? So revert, to be quite honest with you, it's more fitting for the immigrant children or the children of Muslim families who leave Islam in their teenage years or their early 20s or university or whenever it happens, right? May Allah protect our families, right? But when these youth, they leave Islam, they stop praying, they start dating, they do all these sinful things, and then they come back to Islam, we just can say, oh, they're just Muslim, they were born Muslim, they were raised Muslim. No, they're reverts. They're the reverts. Because they left Islam, and then they came back to Islam. That's a revert. Me, I converted, right? I don't even like that word, because anytime somebody says convert to Islam, the first thing that pops in our head is new, right? Oh, he's new to Islam. And I've been Muslim I've been Muslim longer than some of you have been alive, right? And so it's always funny because the term new, it's like, really? But anyway, I converted, meaning I changed from one thing to another. That's what convert means. And so converting, but me personally, I prefer the words of the Salaf al-Salihin. Dakhaltu Islam, I entered into Islam, I embraced Islam, I became a Muslim. These are better terms, Allah knows that. Why did I mention all of this? I mentioned all of this because we all know someone who struggles with their deen. We all know someone who they falter, they leave their salah, or they do this, or they do that, right? And the problem is that they don't know how to come back. And they're embarrassed to come back. And to be honest, when they've said words of kufr and they've done deeds of kufr, this is kufr. And so by right, they're supposed to take their shahada again. Right? By right. To enter back into Islam, they're supposed to take their shahada. But the beauty of this is, and this is why I was getting there, because in our prayer, every single one of us, what do we say in the tashahhud? Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Or more than that, right? But the point is that every one of us, we make this testimony. You have to make it one time in your life to be considered from the ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But it's also tied into our daily ibadah, so we continually renew our iman. We continually renew our faith. And so that friend that you have that doesn't know how to come back, one of the easiest ways to come back is say, just come pray with us.